I actually thought I was invited here because expecting to be hacked, because last night our exhibition was hacked. If you go down to the cafe now, you'll see that our big blackboard has actually been covered in tags and colour. And I guess that just shows you just how you can't trust community. You can't, you don't know what you're up against when you open something up. Some of the projects that I'm involved with in the city, Upstart here, where we put up 1,000 posters around the general election last year, outdoor cinema, and generally just igniting conversation around the city. I come from a background of architecture, and I came back to Dublin about 2 years ago. And the project I'm talking to you about today is Street Feast. We had our National Day on the 17th of June. It's a national day to celebrate community by having a meal on your street. And over the next 16 slides, you'll just see a bit of the development and what actually happens at a street feast, and just to give you a bit of flavour of that. And I'll just talk you through a bit of like what it is and the background to it, and why I think it's important. Basically, it's very simple, really. It's not a new idea. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get people to have a meal on their street. It's not innovative. It's just about working together to help people, inspire people to just have a meal there. And it's something so simple, but sometimes people find it very hard to get organised and to make it happen. We're a bunch of about 5 people. There's a lot of volunteers behind us, and we've developed a whole strategy to kind of build this over the next few years so that people around the country come out onto their streets. People often ask the question, why? Like, what's in a native? What's the point? And I often ask the question, why do I do this? And you know, it's for us, it's about redefining values. It's about creating those conversations on the street. It's about building community, and it's what we find is that food is a really good way to do that. What we found was that when looking at sustainability, there weren't enough initiatives within community to reduce your environmental impact, but also that food has a massive environmental impact, the way that our food system works right now. And so by using those two as a way to create a celebration within Ireland, you can actually reduce environmental impact, and I think celebration is a really good way to do that. These are some of the inspiring projects which have happened before, which kind of kick-started Street Feast. And how we launched Street Feast is through a series of impromptu and kind of spontaneous flash feasts. Like this is outside City Hall. We had one on the Millennium Bridge you saw there earlier. But really, you know, one of the main things about Street Feast is that it allows us to explore public space, to redefine it. It allows people to try the space out in a different way. See the kids drawing on the street. It's not every day that you can actually do that, and the amount of responses we get from people who are just so delighted to have removed the cars from the street for one day is really inspiring for us as the team who are running this. But it's also that food can be a tool for social change. We can reduce isolation by sharing food, and by even just going around to your neighbour with a flyer, it gives you an excuse to knock on someone's door. We give out these DIY packs, but what we find is the easiest way to actually knock on someone's door is to tell them that thousands of other people around the country are doing it as well. So this year we had 50 feasts. This was on Sunday, we estimate about 6,000 people were out on the streets. Some places had 300 people together, eating together, and our vision is to create that as a completely national event. So the benefits from like improving community relations, connection to local food. For us, we think that it's a powerful part to hacking the city, even though it's something so simple. And so I hope that you will all partake in it next year. We also try and encourage people to create things outside of their street feast. So afterwards, we had one on our lane the other day, and already there's people exploring like what else we could do down the road. And so we try and inspire people to do that. And then in many ways, like for us, we don't see it as this amazing thing which is going to change, or an amazing project which is going to change Ireland. It's just that initiatives such as these really help to create those conversations which all add up to creating social change within Ireland. And if enough of them happen, and if they inspire enough people, then we start to see a real big shift in Ireland. So thank you very much.